What's going on, beautiful people, man? It is Friday, April 23rd, 2021. We made it, dude. We made it, lady. Here we are. Glad you made it. It's another so-so production as per usual, kicking butt, taking names. Thank you very much for coming in and checking out the show. If you're a long-time listener, thank you very much, man. Thank you very much, ladies and gents, boys and girls. And if you're just tuning in for your first time, what have you been doing all this? Like, during COVID, what are you doing, dude? Go into the catalog, dig up some fun videos, look at the titles, which ones, they're all a little bit mysterious, a little bit of magic intertwined in all of them. Hey, who knows? Who knows? We're on a journey together, you and me doing it. Thank you very much. Let me get a sip of this coffee. Man, oh man. What have I been up to? What have I been up to? I mean, I've been watching a few movies for the past couple of nights, not gonna lie, just been occupying myself with some oldies but goodies. What I watched the other day, I went back and it's funny, I never actually watched the Tintin movie that came out in 2011. I just watched it on Netflix. What a great cartoon. What a wholesome family cartoon slash movie, whatever you want to call it, flick. It was fantastic. I highly recommend it. If you haven't watched it, I know it's it's been out there forever. 10 years now and I missed that one, but I caught it and it was pretty cool, dude, not gonna lie. Just the animations, the so creative, so well done, man, really well done. And then what did I do last night? Last night I was just like, I watched like you guys, man. I'm running out of things to watch on Netflix and on the YouTubes. That's why we're like, creating our own stuff. But every now and again, even your boy likes to go and watch. I'm a big movie fan. I've always loved movies. Always lived, Again, I've said it before, dude. I think I was a latchkey kid. I'm kind of a latchkey man now because of the whole schmovid lockdowns. But movies, all in all, have been a huge part of my life. Helped me throughout a lot of times. It's kept me entertained. I've definitely learned a lot through movies. And yeah, man, I like to look for symbols. I've said it before, dude. Let me say it twice more. So it's thrice great. Huh? Yeah, I love movies, dude. Love movies. Let me just say it one more time. Love movies, dude. Thrice great. Shout out to Hermes Trismegistus. What was I saying? Movies, right. What I watched last time, and I watched The Deer Hunter. Watched The Deer Hunter, and it was great, man. I think it was shot in 78. Go check it out, man. If you can find it, watch it. Did a little bit of digging, found it online, and watched the movie. It was beautiful, man. It was beautiful, and it was around the time, I think, of the Vietnam War. Depicted a lot of, spoiler alert, but also not spoiler alert. It was, 78, dude. It's been around for some time. I was just looking for a good movie. It's like 3 hours long. But yeah, it was about the Vietnam War and all the veterans who went down there, and the horrible stuff that they went through on both sides. And yeah, it's just it's tough being a soldier, but that's what we keep I don't know, dude. Are we learning from all these movies? And it was a great movie, but at the same time, it's like we keep telling all these stories about wars, and like this wasn't even like glorifying war. I think this, like, out of all the wars, one of the wars that wasn't, you really weren't even. Yeah, it's hard to glorify a war, but Vietnam War, I wasn't around, but it was horrible from what I hear, from what I seen. All wars are horrible. What am I saying, dude? I mean, like, you know what I'm talking about, dude. It was a good movie. It was a good movie. A lot of great actors. Talked about a lot of different stuff, man. There's a lot of symbolism in movies that I like to look out for. A lot of symbolism in movies that I like to look out for, dude. A lot of symbolism that I like to look out for. But it's in every movie. It depends what you're looking for. You know what I mean? It's just, it's fun to watch movies. I don't know. I needed to just, like, get away from my own headspace and just be entertained and watch something. It wasn't, like, it was entertaining, but at the same time, touching on sensitive topics. But I do recommend it. It was a good movie, dude. It was a good movie. Go check it out, The Deer Hunter. It's Friday, you guys. It's Friday, and if you're here in Toronto, the cold is over, dude. It's done. It's done. Mother Nature sprinkled that last bit of, Angel dust, I'm not talking about no PCP, dude. I'm talking about the heavens. I'm talking about the angels and the snowflakesies, dude. Sprinkle a little bit on us. What was it? Wednesday? Thursday? Got just a little pinch. She came in and dropped it on us, but it's all melted. It's all gone away. And it was just, now I see a lot of trees and a lot of flowers blossoming. It's getting greener out there. So get out there, enjoy the weather. Enjoy nature, because you're nature and I'm nature, and we're just doing nature together, dude. Just doing nature together. I think as it's going to start to get warmer, we're definitely going to be going outside more. We're definitely going to be going outside more, just trying different things, man. Like I said, we're going to take the show on the road somehow, whether it's just by foot around the local neighborhood or whenever things do open up, and they should be opening up sooner than later, because it's just like, what are we doing at this point? Whatever. Still gonna be patient. Can't jump the gun. Can't do nothing rash. Gotta stay put for the time being and make do with what we've got. And yeah, sometimes you just gotta be patient, and part of you always want to be saying yes to opportunities most of the time, but there are certain places where you should just be saying no to as well. I do want to emphasize that, because I think we've talked about this before a little bit. I think we mostly emphasize on, because I'm an optimist, dude, eternal optimist right here, all day, every day. In this dimension, in the fourth dimension, fifth, all the way to the 12th, and even maybe the 13th, who knows, dude, who knows? All the dimensions, I'm always up for adventures and saying yes, but sometimes you gotta say no. You know what I mean? You gotta say no to certain things sometimes. And it doesn't even matter what it is. It could be little, it could be big, and you are the judge of that, man. All I'm saying is this year, I'm reading a lot of articles, paying attention. What got us here? What was normal, so that we don't go back to the same normal, and the harder I listen, the closer I pay attention, the more I realize, again, it's the same thing that I hear in just different forms from different people, but all across the globe. I think there's been, people are tired of that hustle and grind mentality, and hustling's good, grinding's good. Who doesn't like hustling? Who doesn't like grinding? Put them together, make a great song. Shout out to Nipsey, dude. But it's not the point that I'm trying to make. R.I.P. Nipsey. Point that I'm trying to make is needs to be a balance, and sometimes you need to say no, whatever it is. It may be work, maybe friends, maybe lovers, maybe parents, maybe children. You might just have to say no sometimes, and it's okay, because I want people to draw certain boundaries. And I noticed, because like when I was younger, and I'm still going, everybody's a work in progress, you guys. Nobody's ever gonna just come in and be like, oh, I've got everything, I know my, what I'm talking about, dude. Anybody who just I don't think anybody's got it down 100%. Everybody's on their path, everybody's on their journey, and sometimes you need to say no, because, and this is not selfish whatsoever, but sometimes you need to put yourself as priority numero uno, dude. You know what I'm saying, lady? You hear me? You gotta take care of yourself so you can be your best self for yourself first, so that you can give to others. There's no point of, we shouldn't feel bad, but there's always so much stigma, so much pressure from everybody to always be performing, right? Whatever it is, whatever your role is, whether it's at the job, whether it's at the household, and that's the thing, I want people to, not in a selfish way, put yourself first, but like put yourself first, and yeah, figure out what it is that you like to do, take care of you, listen to you, and little by little, it's okay, give back whenever you can as well in life. Definitely found myself at times where I just felt like, man, I was giving and giving and giving, and that's, I found myself extremely tired, being exhausted almost in the rat race, dude. A few years ago, in my mid-20s, I was doing the hustle and grind all the time, dude. Get up at 6 in the morning, be at the office by 7, and sometimes close up shop till like 2, 3 in the morning. Get up and do it again. And after 2 years of that hustle and grind, dude, I'm just like, I found myself just exhausted, just tired mentally, emotionally, just like, and that's why I needed to just, find a different path and say no. Say no to certain things. I could have potentially been making a little bit more money than I am now, but that's aside the point because, like, as much as I value money, I value my time, I value now more than ever. Like, I value now. Do you guys, let me just say thrice, dude, because it's great. I value now because that's all that matters. And I really had to question that. I'm like, where am I spending 45, 50 hours of my time? Who am I surrounding myself with? Not necessarily bad people, but it's just not necessarily the people or the environment that I may want to be in. And the only motivator, if the only motivator for you to be someplace is just solely money, and to each their own, man. Get your bag. I'm not saying that either. That's the thing. That's what I'm trying to get at, and that's the whole purpose of these videos, to let you guys know that everything's okay, to let you guys know that you're beautiful, you're doing amazing things, and that everyone's on a different path, man. Lady, girl, gal, boy. Just do it up. Just do it up at your own pace. Find whatever works for you. There's no one remedy. You should try to, and I'm trying to achieve this on a daily. It's daily practice. Every day you get a new chance at life. You want to call it that. And there's so many great references. There's so many great movies that hint to us. And what I'm trying to do in life, let me just break it down a little bit. A portion of what I'm trying to do in life, portion of my purpose is, I know that I'm supposed to be helping people. I know I'm supposed to be of service, and I've chosen the path of wanting to enter storytelling and comedy and just giving back through love. But one of the portions is just healing, I guess. Yeah. I want to be helping myself heal, and I want to be helping other people heal. And lost the trail of my thought there for a second, but a good portion of it is just, I want to say that I apologize. I remember what I wanted to say. It's you'll find sometimes that life may be, there's so many great movies out there that you may be able to like reference and be like, man, yeah, and I've made those references myself. You're like, man, life's kind of like Groundhog Day, or like, every day is the same day. To a certain degree, that's true. But what was the message in Groundhog Day? Every day may be the same path, but you get to choose how you navigate it differently every day. So in its essence, it's different all the time. You're never getting the same day, although days seem like they've got the same pattern. The sun sets, moon rises, the cycle continues. You go to sleep for 33% of your lifetime, 6 to 8 hours every evening, and you get up and do it again every day. Or some people like to, they use right now, especially during this time, a lot of people are, I hear these buzzwords. We're in a simulation. We're in the Matrix. We're in the simulation or the Matrix. I don't see it that way. It may seem a little bit, it's great to draw analogies and metaphors from movies or stories, but I don't want you guys to live your lives like you're in a movie, because although it may appear to you as if it is a movie, and to a certain degree it is, but you don't need to be living your life looking for identities to fill your own identity. And a lot of times I think movies, although they may depict a little bit of the truth in them, because there are so many people out there uncertain of themselves and uncertain of realities, and you pick on roles that resonate with you. You want to start living a particular life. But what I'm trying to tell you is just be yourself. And although sometimes the movies, whether they're painting a bright picture or a dark picture, life is always most often in between that gray area. And although it may appear as though you're living in somewhat of a simulation or the Matrix, it doesn't mean that you don't have free choice. It doesn't mean that you don't have agency or free will. But you should learn what these things are. There's no absolute freedom, that's for one, but you do definitely have freedom. You know what I mean? And it's beautiful. Let me go back to what I wanted to say. Just a lot of interconnecting thoughts is what it is. sometimes a portion of my purpose, that's what I wanted to get to. A portion of my purpose is to realize for myself and hopefully depict for other people that although it may appear you're in a matrix of some sort, any time that you do something out of the ordinary with, I think, from what I gather, with good intentions, and you upset the order in some sense, you may create a glitch in the matrix. And those are the times I think that I hope some of this makes sense to you guys, and if it doesn't, oh well. You're supposed to be causing glitches in the matrix if you want to look at it through like a movie perspective. How do you go about, what was the glitches in the matrix? Well, we saw, people always, majority of people always walking down the streets, driving their cars, going to their jobs, paying their bills, answering phones, doing this, that, just, the same thing, the same routine all the time, but in the same manner. Creating a glitch in the matrix, in my opinion, from my understanding, is every time you put a little bit of your unique self into whatever it is that you're doing, and you give it all your best, and you just try, and you make it your best. You'll soon realize that everything you're doing is meant for you to be doing it, and it's once you achieve, like, that's the thing, my attitude towards everything ever since I was very young, I've always looked at going into experiences and situations and just giving it my best. It doesn't matter what the job was, it doesn't matter what the circumstance was, it doesn't matter where I was in it compared to other, because I never looked at it like that. And those are the moments I found myself causing glitches, because initially whenever I started anything, most people, like, you'd have so many different opinions, this, that, and the other, but just put in the hard work, put in the effort, sometimes do the irregular things, sometimes just, if that's what I like to do, even in, like, I do silly stuff sometimes, just because I think every time we exercise silliness, that's a little bit of your uniqueness, that's a little bit of you just, like, breaking the matrix, if you want to, again, look at it through that lens. For you to be like, man, am I in the matrix? Ask yourself this question: are you just doing the same day in and out, always in the same manner? And if you are doing it in the same manner, perhaps you may be a little bit stuck or stagnated, and that's all right, it's okay. But that's the thing, I don't want people to think that there's this, like, dire circumstance out there. The sooner we all wake up, sure, the better we'll all be. And I hate that term, because it's associated with, like, woke culture, and I'm not, like, hinting towards any of that. I'm not hinting. I think everybody's just got a lot of potential, and realizing their true purpose, and a lot of times it just gets blocked because there's so many lenses put in front of us. There's so many lenses, and that's the thing. Another theme that I wanted to talk to you guys about today, and I know sometimes we come in here, and again, if it's your first time, hey man, buckle up. But sometimes we joke around and we're silly, sometimes we talk about some serious stuff, sometimes we just talk about everything in the middle. But a theme that I came across this week was a wall. Just people, myself included, but all of us on some level, hitting walls, you know what I mean? And sometimes you just gotta break through, you just gotta do your Superman, you just gotta do your Superwoman pose, and just break through, just go through. What do you do when you hit a wall? You just punch and go through. That's what I've been hearing, and that's what I'm doing, man. I'm punching with a smile on my face every day, trying to break down walls for myself and for other people in any shape or form that I can, and I hope it resonates. And that's the thing, man. There's 8 billion of us. I just believe there's at least, and it's way more, but I believe there's at least 1% of the population that resonates with you on some level, man. So just do the math, dude. It's like that's 8 million roughly people out there, 8 billion people out there. So if you jam with only 1% of the population, you're looking at almost a nation to yourself worth of people. You're looking at like 70 to 80 million people that jam with you, that are on the same wavelength, that are on the same vibration. You'll find yourself really synchronized sometimes with a group of people or a certain individual. Sometimes you create these bonds and you click with people, and not to say that, and that's the bare minimum. I think we can all collectively, like, we're a hive. As much as we're individuals, we're a hive, and we're a collective consciousness that's always eternally existing without a beginning or an end, and we're just adding to it day by day. And life's beautiful. That's what I want to say, man. I hope a lot of this stuff resonates with you guys. I hope that you don't just, put obstacles in front of yourself. I'm always just trying to, again, go through the walls, whatever it is, man. I know, then that's the thing, because that's, again, I find myself whenever I'm faced with a challenge, I'm like, good, sweet, bring it on, dude. Because that's like, again, if you want to look at it through the lens of analogies and metaphors and movies, that's like the Matrix, like asking for it. And I'm just ready, dude. Pop, pop, right to the chin, breaking walls, going through, finding keys, finding little secrets, finding little symbolic meanings, finding connections, connecting with people via the internets. Is that something to think about on a deeper level in terms of what our capabilities are? Absolutely. Because, yeah, I've said this before, man, we are filled with powers and goodness that just, there's so much more to us than the eye can see, or rather the eyes can see. The eye can see it very clearly. But sometimes, the waters get murky, because again, in our stages, as individuals, we're on different paths, but as a collective, again, we're learning and growing, and we're maybe in our infancy, or some say we're in our adolescent stage right now in humanity. I think it's getting better and better. I'm very optimistic. I think, through just, practicing, do what you want to do. Do what you want to do. I'll say it one more time. Do what you want to do. Just put in good intentions behind it. That's it, man. And don't do anything just for purely selfish reasons. That's all I can, say. And whatever your hopes, whatever your desires, whatever your dreams, whatever your passions are, if you want to go after it, you will achieve it. And that's what I'm doing, man. Every day, making it, punching through those walls, getting hindrances, dealing with it, going through it again, trying to make it better. And having to humble yourself every day, because like I said, this is a new journey for me. This is just the beginning, boys and girls. I know some of you guys are long-time listeners. Some of you, again, it might just be the first time you're popping in. We've been doing this for not even a year, but it's just the beginning of the journey. We're going so far. The sky's the limit. And find your balance, find what works for you. And I'm just trying to practice and do that on a daily myself, trying to find when I'm supposed to be saying yes, when I'm supposed to be saying no. Some of the time that I really value time and just the present. So I put a lot of emphasis on making myself the best version of myself. That's when I know I can give back to the fullest of my ability. And sometimes that doesn't mean that you should be just hustling and grinding, because if you're tired as fuck all the time hustling and grinding, chances are you're not your best self, dude. If you're just running around the clock, you know what I'm saying, ladies, you know what I'm saying, dudes? If you're just doing it just to grind all day, if you don't like it, change it. If you don't like something, that's the Matrix again, if you want to look at it through that lens, telling you to change it. If you don't like something, change it. That's your opportunity to create the glitch. That's your opportunity to unplug. Now, people unplug in different ways. Some people meditate. Some people dabble in psychedelic experiences, whether it's through psilocybin or other substances. And again, there is no one remedy. There is no one remedy. It's just you. There's not going to be a map for anybody to figure it out or how to do it. Whatever, you can just do it and learn and ask questions and be inquisitive, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm just taking my wee little baby steps, dude. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. I'm just starting my journey, and I'm just eager to learn. I'm just eager to be humbled every day. I'm so happy, because that's the thing, man. Every day I learn. Every day I don't come here with a dogmatic perspective, as if I know the answer to something, or I found the truth, or whatever it is. I'm learning and adjusting on it daily. I'm trying to make it better, essentially, because who am I? I don't care for the answer. There is no ultimate answer. I don't care for the ultimate answer or the ultimate truth, dude, because that's life now, nature, God, us. That's the ultimate truth, dude. What do you wanna boil it down to simple words? Sure, we can do that. Or what do you want? What are you looking for? You gotta ask yourself these questions. What are you looking for? And you'll find the answer once you really like sit down with yourself a little bit in silence, meditate a little bit. Again, dabble in different things. You don't know until you try. And I'm not promoting nothing. I've never been promoting nothing. I don't promote nothing, dude. I barely promote myself, but support your boy, Patreon. Jokes, but for reals. Yeah. A lot of beautiful things happening. A lot of beautiful things happening. It's such a blessing to be alive. That's all I know, man. Every day that I get up, it's a blessing to be alive, despite the challenges, despite the fact that I too have my days where I'm going through it, dude, where my mind's just, it's just like everything is just, sometimes it feels scrambled because you're trying to figure a thing, and I get it. It's all right, though. Write it out, baby boy. Write it out, baby girl. It's fine. Think of them as thought clouds. You're not alone. None of us are alone. Even when you're alone, you're not alone. That's the beauty of it. Even when you're alone, you're not alone. If you realize that, that is a true blessing. So please, please take care of yourselves. And if it requires for you to sometimes say no, do it. When it's appropriate for you to jump in the pool and do a lap, do that. Don't let anybody, put ideas in your head of what you're supposed to be doing or what you're meant to be. You're all out there capable of doing amazing, great things. The only limitations are within the mind. Everything external is malleable. Okay? Find the balance is what I'm telling myself, and I'm hoping to achieve on a daily, and is what I tell other people. And sometimes create that glitch, baby boy. Create that glitch, baby girl. Ask questions, do funky stuff, switch it up, do silly shit. Go to places you're not supposed to be going to. Show up unexpected. Put yourself out of your comfort zone. Sign up for something you might have never tried. Do it. Hang out with somebody that you never would think of hanging out with. Yeah, man. That's the matrix breaking. That's the pixels coming down and us really getting a glance at the bigger picture. That we're all just interconnected, eternal beings, part of a larger, eternal, everlasting source of energy, essentially. Everything's synchronized, whether it may seem like it or not. Everything's got vibrations. Everything's got a rhythm. Yeah. And most often, like I said, life falls in that gray area, It's just depending how you look at it. Most often, every subject, everything is just, there is no absolute truth to it. It's just got, at least, it's at best two sides of the same coin in every situation. And it's just degrees in between it, if that makes sense for you guys. And I hope it does. I love you guys. Thank you guys for all your love and support. We're doing it, man. We're doing it, kicking butt, taking names, ladies and gents. It's just the beginning. It's wonderful. It's spring out there. Go get it. It's whatever it is, man. Whatever it is, like your dream. I don't know what you're dreaming about. I don't know what your passions. Whatever it is, man, just do it. Just do it. And put in the time and effort. And little by little, you'll notice that it's going to start to just manifest itself. It's what I'm trying to do. Trying to learn and share as much as I can with you guys. I love you. Thank you for all your love and support. If you like these videos, it means a hell of a lot. Please go ahead and like it on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. If you like to see the full-length videos, it depends where you find it. If you want to see the full-length videos, go ahead and search Rob Sadri on YouTube. Follow the link below my name on Instagram. Take yourself to the Patreon page. Start supporting your boy, dude. I'm just, $5 a month. That is it. As low as $5 a month, you can support your boy. I will try to uplift myself and others along the way. And that's it, ladies and gents. I'll see you guys back here for the Patreon episode tomorrow. I love you. Stay safe out there. Go get it, Tiger. Peace.